should we do some new releases?
Yeah.
Sure.
Are there any?
Oh man, I forgot to play it before the show. I got a code for Asteroids Recharged, which
they
is the
love
next
to send
in the,
you. They
in
send
the
you all of
Recharge
those.
series.
You know what they love to not do?
What?
Is send me the code when even though I've requested every one of these fucking Recharge games. They
That's
send me
funny.
the email. They say fill out
I got
the form.
email too.
Did you fill out the form? Wombat.
Me? No.
Yeah.
Oh, they're talking to ship.
No. I filled out the
No,
form and I sent it to Shipwreck.
I know that Shipwreck's gonna get a code, so I don't even bother.
I think I filled out a form before you sent me something about it, GP.
Right.
maybe?
I figured you were probably already on this. But anyway,
Yeah.
Is it good? That's the more
I
important
said I hadn't
thing.
played it yet. I got to play it.
I would have played it if they send me the code. I was
the
ready.
things that I've heard about it are good.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play it and I'll play it for next week. It'll be fine. Asteroids Recharged. It's been like 40 years. It can wait a week for me to play it and say if it's good or not.
There really is nothing in these new releases, is there?
Clockwork Aquario.
There really is nothing in these new releases, is there?
Well, what about Halo Campaign? Was that this week or last week?
I think that was technically last week.
That was last week, but
I had that under the news section to talk about.
Yeah, whatever. So is that it for the new releases? Nothing? We got nothing.
That's fine. There's stuff that you guys don't.
And people, just so you know, a little teaser, we'll do our top games of the year next week. Next week is top games. This week is top shows and movies.
I only played 3 games though, so it's gonna be really short.
It's gonna be tight.
Wombat's gonna have Fortnite listed 7,000 times.
7 times.
All right, so we're done with new releases?
I think so.
Then I can play this song. And
I
then
love
we can
this song.
talk over it casually as it automatically, the volume fades out over time.
I don't have any big Fortnite news other than the fact that Winterfest starts tomorrow. We're all very excited.
And I guess that's why it's Fortnite.
Sorry.
I was done.
We got some news. There's a lot of news because it was Jeff Keighley's Game Awards.
The Keighley's.
The Keighley's. I mean, personally, like, for my tastes, I'm more of a fan of Jeff Keighley's Summer Beach Party. I like the more casual atmosphere, and it's just
I like Keighley better on Ted Lasso.
What do you mean? He's
Think
on
about it.
I got it.
There you go.
I didn't get it. Is that one of the guys' names? Roy Keighley?
Yeah, Roy Keighley. That works. Anyway, you go on.
Jamie Keighley?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What the fuck were we talking about? Oh, the Keighley's. The
Jeff Keighley Awards.
I mean, it's the timing is not right for me to watch 8 p.m. on a weeknight. That's like sort of, I didn't watch any of it, but there was
9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m., 12 p.m., 1
3 p.m.
They just kept going. Like I wasn't really watching it.
Yes.
But like I check in on Twitter like 3 hours later and it's like vote exclusive still coming, still hitting 3 hours later.
That's why I like the Summer Beach Party much better. It's like 2 hours, it's pretty tight, and it's like a 3 p.m. You're not like cleaning up from dinner and stuff. You can't just, you got time then. Anyway, so there was some news, I guess, like, I don't know what some of the bigger news items was. There's going to be
Alan Wake 2.
Alan Wake 2. I mean,
it's the big one for us.
It is,
right?
Yeah.
You like Alan Wake?
I love Alan Wake. I don't know that, like,
I can't wait for the Alan Wake game to come out, for everyone to be really excited for it, for no one to buy it. And then
I don't care if people buy it.
Yeah, as long as I can buy it.
As long as I can buy it.
As long as it's good. Hopefully they can recapture the magic. I feel like
they don't make bad games.
They don't make bad games. Just no one buys them.
Yeah. Well, that's not a problem for people who play them.
But American Night, what was it called? American Nightmare? What was this? The sort of like, what was that? Like a DLC? Was that?
Oh, that was a DLC. Yeah, that was like a DLC thing.
I mean, yeah, Alan Wake is great. I hope it's fantastic. I hope it can recapture the magic of the first one, because I remember being blown away the first time I played it. Some like my favorite gaming moments ever in that game. That when it plays that Roy Orbison song, remember? Right when the first chapter comes on and it says like, it's like you realize it's like a TV show sort of. Like shit, that's awesome. Anyway, so that's happening. There's I don't know if the Sonic news is from the Game Awards, but there's going to be an open world Sonic game.
I think it was. I don't know.
Okay, who knows?
We'll give Jeff credit for
Good job, Jeff.
one way or the other.
A world exclusive, another world exclusive, everything.
An open world Sonic game could be cool.
He runs fast, which is good for an open world game.
Right.
Which is why they had to give Master Chief a grappling hook.
Play it. Are they going to give Sonic a grappling hook?
He doesn't need it because he can run fast. Master Chief is like a fucking refrigerator rolling down the street. Like he's not. Speed and Master Chief do not go together.
He's pretty fast. Master Chief is
fast for like a 400-pound thing. He's fast.
Yeah, he's fast. It's all relative.
He's fast in the cutscenes. In the game, he's sort of like
in the books. In the books, he's really fast.
Oh, really?
Well, they're like superhumans in the books, but that kind of like it kind of goes by the wayside when everybody in the game is Master Chief.
Right. There's like Master, yeah. Mr. I don't know. Anyway, I'll talk about Halo after this. So we got that. We got a new Star Wars game from Quantic Dream, which my friend like sent out the trailer to like in my little group chat. He's like, check this out, new Star Wars game. And I watched the trailer and it's all
that logo
just
comes up at the end and you're like, oh.
It's just like,
has David Cage ever made a good game? Just like anything? Has he ever made anything good?
I mean, I think they're good. I mean, like they're goodish. Like good
Are they,
enough.
though?
Good enough.
Are they?
I don't know. They seem good, like sort of. Like on the like at first glance, they seem good. Like when my friend saw this trailer, they're like, "Holy shit, that looks awesome!" And I was like, "Guys, you realize there's no game here. This is just like a movie. You're just watching a movie that they made for this awards show. Like this is not a game."
Like I'm trying to figure out if I'm supposed to be excited for this or not.
You're supposed to be, but it's.
Am I? Because like recent Star Wars hasn't really been that hot. Recent David Cage hasn't really been that hot. So let's take these two properties that recently haven't really been that hot,
right,
and let's put them together. And
it'll be a while,
like,
I think, before it comes out. So you'll have.
Oh, I know that I'll be 50 years old by the time this game comes out. But
David Cage will be canceled before the game comes out.
He already has been. That's the other thing.
Well, more canceled.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna get canceled again.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So we got that, and then I guess maybe the other piece of big news was that there's a Wonder Woman game coming out from what's that? The people who made Shadows of Mordor. What's the name of that studio? Monolith?
Sure.
Anyone listening?
Nope.
I'm listening. I don't know the name. I don't know the name of that studio.
I feel like
I do like Shadows of Mordor. That's a good game. So, and I do like Wonder Woman. So sure. I guess
like. Out of all the
it can't be worse than Wonder Woman 1984. So
I didn't watch that.
Oh my god, that movie is so bad. It's really bad.
I'll watch that.
Did you watch the gameplay stuff of the Suicide Squad game that they showed?
Oh no, I didn't see that.
Gameplay of Suicide Squad. That game looks like it could be a lot of fun.
That's the Rocksteady?
Mm-hmm. Rocksteady Suicide Squad kills the Justice League. So basically, it seems as though the Justice League has been infected by Brainiac, and it is the Suicide Squad's job to kill them. So, yeah.
Check it out. We like the Nemesis system. I was surprised that Halo didn't have the Nemesis system. That would have been a good thing.
You know what? The Nemesis system in Halo would have been sweet.
We'll get to that soon enough.
I know that's okay. We're gonna get to that.
The other big piece of news was that a Splinter Cell remake is in development now. Yeah, Ubisoft announced it. So get ready for some NFTs. If you want the Sam Fisher night vision with 4 green things instead of 3, you know where to get it. Only 20 available.
It makes, if you want that zoop sound, you gotta buy the zoop NFT.
Right. You can be the only the
otherwise
owner.
It's just the sound is going to be bzzzt, not bzzzt.
Right. So imagine how much that's going to be worth when that game comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit. And then you can bring that to other games. All Ubisoft games, Assassin's Creed.
I'm going to be playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and I'm going to be like,
when you take the hood off.
They already do this. This is what all that Uplay stuff was.
Mm-hmm.
But now
every Uplay thing was like, oh, you played this game. Now you can have Sam Fisher's goggles in every game.
Right, but that was a made up
Congrats,
currency
your rabbits have.
That was a made up. Yeah, exactly. But that's a made up fake currency.
that they just gave you for
Unlike
playing their
this one.
games. No, but this one
Unlike-
requires money.
right.
I have to give real money to get their fake money to
Right.
get their fake item.
Right.
I don't know. Whatever. It's all
Whatever.
dumb.
It could be awesome. Let's wait and see.
No.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be awesome.
Mm-mm.
The reason why it's not going to be awesome is that there's in no way does it make the game better. So, like, they could do all this shit without charging you, making it rare. And like the rarity doesn't make the game better. Sorry, it doesn't. Let's move on to what we're playing here. Among Us. Who's playing Among Us? I've heard of that
Well,
game.
Among Us came out on Game Pass. So I
Okay.
played one round of Among Us on Game Pass to
Yeah.
see what
Okay.
what Among Us was all about.
You've never played it before?
You never knew what it was all about.
Not really. I never played Among Us. No, I've
Right.
never played it before.
It's
in my
about
life. I knew
lying
what
to your friends, is what it's
I
about.
knew what it was about. Like I've seen the game, but I've never played it.
It's about
So
bad
I'm like, oh,
feelings.
It's pretty shitty as games go. But good on them for making it. I don't know.
It's not. Well, you have to play with people, like, and talk to them, and you have to be able to like be comfortable lying to them all the time.
It was very slow.
But you weren't playing with people you were talking with.
No,
right?
I was not
So
playing
it's
with
It's
people.
without that. It's nothing.
I
Yeah.
guess
Pretty
because
much.
most kids play it with people they don't talk to. But
Oh, really?
anyway.
Anyway, what
Yeah.
else?
I also played some Alien Fireteam, which was also added to Game Pass. Do you like walking through corridors and shooting aliens?
I just played a game like that.
Because if you do, I got the game for you. Yeah, it's not as good, I don't think, as
Halo. It's not
Yeah.
as good
It's
as
not.
Halo. Okay,
Not as good as Halo.
It's not as good as Halo.
I've heard that.
Okay.
So yeah,
You're not the
So
first
there you
person
go.
to say that.
that's Alien Fireteam on Game
Perfect.
Pass.
All right.
Not
Well,
as good as Halo.
let's talk
But
about
we-
Halo.
Now you finished the campaign.
I mean, it's not very long.
But did you do a lot of the side stuff?
They're all the same thing.
I've been like for some reason just trying to get all the doodads.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe I should just stop and finish the game.
I gotta say, like, I didn't read any of the previews or anything about Halo. The only thing I knew is that it's an open world Halo, and that's it. I guess that's
Yeah.
pretty much that's all I knew about it. So I was pretty excited, and I gotta say they really didn't do that much with the open world. Like, technically, it's an open world. Like, it's a big map, big-ish map. You can see it, unlike, I guess, other Halo games. You can push the select button and the map comes up and you can mark things on it.
I don't
And-
know. I think Shipwreck would like the single player on this because there's a
Yeah,
lot of
I've not
It's
played it
like-
at all yet.
it's literally Halo the checklist game.
But there's
Perfect.
not much on the checklist at all. It's like,
There's like the bases that you have to unlock. You have to get all the little bases.
take a Far Cry game and strip out 80% of the content. And then you've got,
Fantastic.
well, that's why
I
the
don't need
game's
all that
only,
content
but I'm
into the
saying,
Far
but the
Cry.
content, I'm talking about the collecting stuff as well. All of that stuff, like everything, like take out 80% of everything. And then you're left with like an 8-hour campaign. There's not, okay. Like you can find like the cores to level up your
Mhm.
Halo, your Master Chief. But
I'm
the
definitely
only
gonna do that.
the only thing you're going to level up though is the grapple and your shield. All the other shit you're never going to
It's
not
useless.
it's
You're
useless.
never gonna not use the grappling hook, even in combat. The grappling hook is great. in combat.
non-stop grapple hook. The game is all grapple hook all the time because just to move it when you're moving around the map, just in between combat, you're slow. You're Master Chief, so
Yeah.
you're
Why
grappling
would
like
I
Spider-Man.
dash
You're
when I can
Spider-Man.
grapple. Yeah.
You're
no, the
Spider-Man
grapple-
off the trees, swinging like Spider-Man, and it's fun. I like that. Like, but it doesn't feel very much like Halo, like when you're swinging like Just Cause. And just there's not that much to do in the on this open world.
It's
Like
a little repetitive. It's good looking. It's a lot of,
it's
shooting
good
the
looking, but
same
not
four
great
enemies
looking.
over and over again. You're going to the different spots to get your doodad, and then you do some of the missions, and the missions are just, oh, now I'm inside a building, and the lady in my helmet's talking to me more. But otherwise, it's the same shit over and over and over again.
The story
and
is like I tried to hang in there for the story, but I wound up skipping it, a lot of it in the beginning, and then in the end, I'm like, all right, let's just not skip it. But I missed nothing. Like I Master Chief is not really like a compelling character. Like he doesn't have a personality. He doesn't say much. But they try to make a story around him. He's got a great voice, but he doesn't say anything
around him. It's just not in the games.
Right.
Right.
Sure. I believe that.
He does have backstory. There is likability to Master Chief.
He says nothing in the game. He just like, I gotta give me a gun. We can win. No one left behind. It's just like, am I supposed to care at all? I get it. Like it's all about the combat is fun and the grappling like changes it like 100%. The game has changed completely.
The weapons that are the marine weapons are satisfying and fun to use. The weapons that are the alien weapons that you have to use when you run out of ammo, and your marine weapons still suck butt.
No.
But they have since Halo 1.
Oh, I like that. I like some of them.
Oh God, they're terrible. They've always been terrible.
But who even needs the weapons? You just grapple the guy, you hold down the button, you punch the shit out of him, it explodes, everybody else explodes, then you grapple onto the wall, go away so your shield's recharged, grapple onto the next guy, punch him, grapple away. Like it's just grapple, grapple, grapple. I mean, it was fun, but it almost seems like there's nothing that really differentiates this game from like the other Halo campaigns except for the grapple, really. That's it. If you think about it, like, okay, well, there's an open world, but like it's nothing like the open world in other big open world games.
It's not finished. This isn't a finished game.
Right.
It feels unfinished. It looks great, but it also in many ways still looks unfinished because there's a lot of empty dead space.
The open world is like it's nothing there
on a small map. That's the other thing. It's not even a huge map, and they still managed to not have much there. It's not surprising, but it's sort of a bummer. I think the focus really is probably just on the multiplayer, and the campaign was sort of an afterthought that they never quite figured out what the vision was going to be, but they had to put out something before the end of the year, and this is what we have.
Yeah.
Is it bad? No, it's probably
I had fun.
a solid 8.5 even. It's there. I've played much worse games. I've completed much worse games, but I think when you put the Halo name on it, it should be a 10, and it's just not what we got.
The multiplayer is a lot more compelling for me than the campaign. I mean, that's always the case. I just thought maybe with this open world, like it's going to be something that like you could keep coming back to maybe, and like the world, like they could add stuff to it and it could be really
cool.
They
could patch the shit out of it for all we know. Maybe they will turn it into, the game that they probably envisioned that this is clearly not.
It's just not like when you compare it to other true open world games like Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, like it's just very thin. Mm-hmm. Combat was fun, but then again, sometimes in combat, like the guys are just standing around not doing anything. Like the thing break, like the AI breaks.
I like the chatter from the enemies.
Best part of the game, maybe.
Yeah, grunts talking is always funny.
Hilarious.
But yeah, grunts talking is always funny. I think that I appreciate the attempt at RPG elements, but like Cheapy said, you have 6 things to upgrade, but only 2 of them are worth even
thinking about.
Yeah. So it's like, I guess, there are things you can unlock for your multiplayer character, which I guess are worth finding.
I did some of that. Like I did side stuff. I didn't just plow ahead through the story. There's no variety of side stuff. You're unlocking the bases, which is, so you're killing enemies, unlock the base, or you're helping out other soldiers, which is killing enemies. And
you do that so you could get more stuff available at your base.
It just all unfolds the same way. Everything that you do is basically the same.
Yeah.
It was fun. I wouldn't have finished it if it wasn't fun, but no reason for me to go back to the single
I
player.
agree with your thoughts on it.
Thank you.
Because I'm fairly far into it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.